What's up, y'all? This is Juwan. We're back for another episode of Thrive Thursday. I'm excited to be back with you all. It's been 2 weeks, but it feels like it's been a lot longer. And today, I want to share a short story with a bigger message. Something that recently happened to me that I want to share with you all today. You see, the other day I was driving, headed to go to my yoga class. Now, I try to get to yoga at least once a week on Mondays, and I was headed to my yoga class. It's at 5 o'clock, and as usual, I was running like right on time or almost late. And so, I'm heading to yoga class, and my yoga class is off to the right side of the road. And I waited until the last minute to try to pull over and turn right into the parking lot where my yoga studio was. And to my surprise, to my dismay, the person next to me wouldn't let me over. And so here I am getting really upset, like, oh man, this idiot, why don't they know I have to go to yoga class? I need to be there in a few minutes. Why won't they let me over? All right, this is great energy to be having right before you go into Zen mode, into yoga class. But these are the thoughts that were running through my head. And so what happened was I had to keep going on the road and turn right into the next parking lot in the shopping center. But what I didn't tell you before in my story was that after yoga class, I planned to go to the grocery store. So I pulled over into this parking lot, the same parking lot where the grocery store is located. And I had to sit down and just sit for a minute. And I had a conversation with myself in my head. I didn't speak it out loud because that would make me crazy. But in my head, I had this conversation. I was like, Juwan, why are you so upset about not being able to turn right into the yoga studio? And then it hit me. And so I want to share a couple of points that I learned from this experience that I hope will be helpful for you. So the first point that I realized was that I had lost touch with a really important fact, an important success factor, if you will. You see, I've talked with many people who have been very successful, millionaires, politicians, philanthropists, people who have achieved a lot, and people that we look up to. And one thing that I heard that's in common from all of them is they always tell me, you have to take full responsibility for your life and where you are in life. And for a moment, I didn't do that. You see, I thought it was the other person's fault that I couldn't turn right into the yoga studio. But the truth of the matter was, I knew I needed to turn right into that studio. And I should have put on my blinker and got over a long time ago. So it wasn't the other person's fault. And so I want you to think about that as well. As a child, we can blame our circumstances on our parents. But as adults, we have to take full responsibility for where we are in our lives. So I want you to remember that. That's point number one. Now, point number two that I got from this experience was perhaps I wasn't able to turn right into that yoga studio because that's not where I was supposed to end up. I had my idea, my plan of what was supposed to happen, but maybe life had a different plan. You see, I told you that I was supposed to go to the grocery store after my yoga class. Well, pulling right into that grocery store parking lot made it especially convenient and easy for me to go to the grocery store, which is what I needed to do all along. And so I want you to keep that in mind as you go through your day, your week, your month, that we are where we are in life for a reason, because of the choices and decisions that we have made. And we should be at peace with where we are at this particular moment because it is building something in us and it is preparing us for something greater in the future. And if we can learn that lesson, then we can move on to perhaps happier times, more prosperous times. As my basketball coach used to tell me all the time, lessons will be repeated until they are learned. So, be happy with where you are at the moment. Maybe not happy, but at least be at peace with where you are at the moment. Ask yourself, what lesson am I supposed to be learning here today, right now, in my life situation? And then get on to learning the lesson so you can move on to bigger and better things. So that's my story. for Thrive Thursday this week. I made it to yoga class, had a great yoga practice, and then I went to the grocery store afterwards, had a great dinner, and all was well in the world. So, hope this was helpful. Take care. Let's make it happen. Thrive or die. Let's go.